Yes, hello, Mehu. Thank you for joining. Yes, I'm waiting on my people. Yes, there are times, sometimes I have to wait. Yeah, but welcome to the live. Thanks again for joining. You left the other day without telling me anything. You left. I was shouting you out in the chat, in the live, but you left. Thank you for the compliment. Thank you for the compliments. Yes. How is India today? How is India today, my friend? How is India today? Welcome to one and all who are joining. Welcome. I welcome you all back to the channel. Yes, guys, we're going to be discussing about the previous live yesterday. Thank you for the thumbs up. Thank you for the thumbs up. Welcome to the live. Or those of you who are joining, let me know. Can you play the song on YouTube? What song? What song? Let me know. Yes, guys. Thank you for the thumbs up. Like the video. Share the live. Let everyone know that we are live. We are live. We are streaming live. Yes, guys. How was it for you guys? How was the session that there was a session that I had yesterday, special guest. If you have missed it, I have reposted the session. It was an hour long. I have reposted it in my community, and also it's on my it's on my YouTube account page. So go there. All right, and you will find the rebroadcast of yesterday's live. So thank you, guys. Thank you. Play songs on YouTube. Yes, I cannot because I'm not using StreamYard. I would have done it yesterday, but I had a special guest. I should have come on live today with the StreamYard, so we could have done that. But I'm using the YouTube live feature, which does not allow me to do so. So next time I will do it with StreamYard. Yes, so we can interact with live videos, live comments and stuff. We will do that. All right. So my apologies, Mehu, for disappointing you. Yes, guys, thank you for joining. More and more people are joining. Welcome to the live. Welcome one and all. Let me know where you're watching me from. Yes, let me know where you're watching me from. So welcome. So guys, I am on work. Oh, you can see my computer. Yes. Mehu, can you see my computer? Is that what you're saying? Welcome, guys. Welcome to the. Oh, that's right. Okay. Yep. Yes, I work with a lot of computers. I do a lot of printing. I do a lot of paperwork for people. Yep. So, guys, let me know where you're watching me from. Welcome to the live. Welcome. Thanks to all who are joining. Mehu, what do you do for a living? If I may ask, Mehu, are you a student? Are you working? What do you do for a living? Mehu, what do you do for a living? Oh, you're a student. Okay, so what is it you study? What is it you are studying? Yes, guys, let me know in the comment section below. For those of you who are just, oh, you're in the 12th grade? Is that what you are saying? 12th grade? Let me know. And what is your favorite subject in school? What is your favorite subject in school? Let me know. I would like to know. Those of you who are just joining, thank you. Thank you for joining. Give the video a thumbs up. Share the live. Let others know that we are on. We are on. Today I'll be discussing what went wrong with the live stream that I did yesterday. I mean, it didn't really went wrong, but what caused the abrupt end? You know, the live stream ended abruptly, so I would be explaining why it ended so soon. So guys, let me know in the comment section below, what are your thoughts? Yes guys, let me know where you are watching me from. Who is joining me all the way from India. All the way from India. Oh, biology. Biology. Wow, that's great. So you're studying biology, the human body. That is what biology is all about. Yes, biology. That's a very cool subject. Very cool subject. So are you looking to become a doctor? Are you looking to become a medical practitioner? Yep. Yes, guys. Mehu, what is it you're laughing? Okay. Yes, I know, because there's a lot of Indians. Yeah, a lot of Indians love that professional field when it comes to doctor. There's a lot of Indians, and I know India is the hub where medical medicines are produced, you know. So I guess when you said biology, that is what is your future endeavors, to become a doctor. So that's good. Caring for people is good. Caring for people is good. All right. Thank you, Mehu. Thank you. Thank you so much. Yes, thank you so much. Mehu, I wanna ask you a very tough question. Right? A very tough question. It's a question I always wanted to ask an Indian, to hear it from the horse's mouth. I want to hear it from the horse's mouth. Right? So maybe I'm asking you the question, are you as an Indian forbidden to fall in love with a black person or a black man? Are you as an Indian forbidden to fall in love with a black man? That's my question. Don't take it personal. That's just a question I want to ask. All right? It's a question that I always wanted to ask, because we always hear Indians, oh, Indians don't like black people. Yeah. So very good answer. Very good response. Very good response. I really agree with you, and I appreciate that. Everyone is a human. As long as you are a human, everyone is entitled, yes, to whomsoever they wish. Yes, so thank you, Mehu. Thank you for your response. I appreciate that. Yes. Yes, that's great. That's great. Very good. Excellent answer. Excellent answer. I'm not, let me just read that there. I am not love color, I love human. That's great. That's great. Loving the human race is great. So it's not about color. It's not about this and that. Exactly. Color don't matter. Color don't matter. And that's an excellent response. Very well. That is why I tell people, not everyone is racist. Not everyone who may not be black is racist. Or who is not black is racist. There are good people out there. Good people out there. Yep. Heart are clean, then human are right. That's right. It's all about the heart. It's all about the heart. Yes, guys. So let me know. Let me know, where are you watching me from? Where are you joining me from? In the comment section below. Let me know where you're watching me from in the comment section below. Where are you joining me from? Yes, guys, share the live. Give the video a thumbs up. Any questions? Yes, you can go ahead. Ask me any questions. Anything that you want to discuss, go ahead. Go ahead. Feel free to do so. Feel free to do so. Mehu, if you have any question for me, feel free to do so. Yes, guys. Yes, guys. Let me know where are you joining me from. So tell me your background. Okay, what is it about my background you want to know? What is it you want to know about my background? To be specific. To be specific, what is it you want to know me who about my background? I am more than happy to answer. But I need you to be specific. Thank you guys. Thank you. Thank you guys for joining this live. I will be discussing what went wrong with the live that I had yesterday, or why it ended so soon. Right? I'm waiting for more people to join. Yes, guys, thank you. Thank you for the thumbs up. Thank you guys for the thumbs up. Thank you. Oh, well done. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. Yes, those of you who are just joining in, thank you. I really appreciate you. Welcome to the live. I will be discussing why the live with my guest speaker ended so soon. Some people want to find out why it ended so soon, and I will be explaining why. And along with that, if there's anything you want to ask me, any questions, feel free to do so. Mehu says your key time, best and funny experience share. Well, my key time, my childhood days. Now, during my childhood days, there's a lot of things I love to do, or I did. Fishing, there's this thing we call you may not understand where I'm coming from, but boboy, we used to call it boboy, where basically we used to go in the forest, and we used to just go in the forest, explore, do all kind of things, play hide and seek, and all of these things. There's a lot of things I used to do in my childhood days. My best and funny experience. There's so much funny experience that I had. So much funny experience I had. I can't really look at one now. When one comes to my mind, Mehu, I will let you know what was one of my funniest experience. But there's a lot. Welcome, Pedro. Welcome, Pedro. How was the session for you yesterday? How was the session with the guest speaker, Madam Tinubu? Tinubu, I hope I have her name correct. I'm giving you some enlightenment about her. I was very, very, shocked about all that I learned. So let me know how let me know how was the live for you yesterday. Let me know how was the live for you yesterday. Pedro, yes, but I will be discussing why the live ended so soon. All right, so I will be discussing why the live ended so soon. We had some difficulties with network, but let me first say that the session yesterday was extraordinary. It was like our brother was baptizing us in a pool of knowledge, and when he began to speak, my understanding broadened. It's like the mind of my understanding started to blossom like a flower in the daytime, and there was so much important things that he made. All right, Pedro says, guest seems to want to be easy on his people, selling us. Yes, I know you mentioned that before. Because I did ask him about that, and he did not deny the fact that some Africans played a part in selling their own people, but he was saying is that what I gathered is that they did not do it willingly, as some people may put it, that they willingly betrayed their brothers and sisters, but some of them were manipulated, not knowing what they were doing, and some were forced to do it. So that is what I gathered from him, Pedro. You know, that is what I gathered from him. Mehu nice in India right now night. Yes, I know it's now nighttime in India. Okay. Good night. Bye. Thank you, Mehu. Thank you. Thank you for joining. Thank you. It was a pleasure. You always stop by, say hello before bedtime, and thank you for that. Thank you. I appreciate you. Pedro, some Europeans didn't willing like buy the slaves. Okay, Pedro. So what? Can you rephrase a bit for me to understand? So what are you saying, that some Europeans didn't willingly buy the slaves? They don't willingly buy the slaves. Let me know where you're coming from. Let me know where you're coming from. But the guy, he will be back, right? Guys, he will be back again. He just texted me because we have to reschedule a second session, because what have happened is that there was bad connection on his side, and funny enough, as soon as his connection dropped, everything went haywire on my side as well. So I had to end the session. I had to end the session, right? But he will be back. He's looking forward to come back again to speak on more things, right? He will be back for a second session. Yes, guys, he will be back. He will be back. Ambassador Anago Osho, that's his name. He will be back. So keep your notification bell. Keep your notification bell on. He will be back as our guest speaker. And Thursday coming this week, there is this other guest speaker from Kenya that will be coming and interact. Not really speaking, but he will be coming to interact. The special guest from Kenya. All right, he will be interacting with us and not really giving a speech. Pedro, all Europeans weren't involved in the buying of slaves. Okay, yes, and that I think he did point out that, if I'm not wrong. Yeah, he did point out that. So all Europeans did not partake in the buying of slaves, and I do agree with that. As he said as well, that not all kingdoms partake in the trading of slaves or their own people. Some kingdoms, what I get from him, some kingdoms were manipulated, some because of greed, but some kingdoms were manipulated. And what he said was, he made a very important point, that the Europeans, they did not just come, there were certain parts in Africa or the interland where the bigger population was, they could not go, or they could not find a way, so they had to manipulate and deceive the other, some of the other kingdoms, to betray their people or the fellow Africans. So these are some important things that he made. And also what stood out to me is that he said that most of the equipments, the slave equipments that were used by the Europeans came from Europe. It was manufactured in Europe. These were not things that came from Africa. It came from Europe. They came with this on the ship, ready and equipped to do what they plan to come to do, And these are things we don't hear we don't hear in the history books. We don't hear on an everyday basis. Okay, Pedro, all Europeans want no, I think I read this already. Pedro, so why ask only Europe for reparations? That's right, because remember, we have the Arabs. The Arabs were also involved in not the transatlantic slave trade, but the slave trade, how they call that one? I know the Arabs were the ones that traded slaves from East Africa. They were more on the eastern end of Africa, or the continent. So yeah, I know we focus a lot on the Europeans. I think maybe because of the popularity of the transatlantic slave trade and the significance of it. I think that's why we focus more on the Europeans. But you're right, Pedro. We should not be demanding reparation from the Europeans only, but even the French, and also the Arabs, the Dutch. Also remember, the Dutch played a major role in the transatlantic slave trade. They've played a major role. Arabs and Africans will have to pay too. Yeah, and the and some of the Africans were, to be quite honest with you, I believe that there was some of the Africans that betrayed the people. Some of them did it willingly. Some of them did it willingly. The majority of them was manipulated and deceived, but I had, some of them did it willingly. They knew what they was doing because of, I guess, greed. They were bribed and all these things, and I get you where you're coming from. How, in expressing, I use the term some because not all. Remember, not all Africans that are that were able to be that are now on the continent, right? That were able to be there, state that is on the continent. Not all of them, or not all of the ancestors, betrayed, our foreparents. We have to accept that. Not all of it, because some of them did resist. They put up a resistance. But remember, the Europeans came with guns. They were more advanced, right? They were more advanced. Not all Europeans or Arabs too. Yeah, not all Europeans and Arabs too. Did these things. So not all Europeans and Arabs, partake in the slave trade. So I think, Pedro, the main focus here is that we have to hold those responsible, right? We have to hold those responsible. So those who were responsible in trading of human commodity, which is Africans, and there were other people who were victims of slavery just as much as Africans, right? They should be held accountable. But I think what is the problem and the issue here is, Pedro, is that what is really the issue is that there's a lot of other ethnic groups that were brutally mistreated, but they got reparated. They got compensated for what was done to them. You had the Jews. What Hitler did to the Jews, the Jews got compensated. The Germans got compensated. Right? What else? The Japanese got compensated. Africans are the only people that did not receive a dime. And that is the main issue here. That is the main issue here when it comes to reparations and when it comes to the slave trade. Is that we go through a lot of atrocities and our people did not receive a dime. And even today, we are still not we are still not getting the dues that is so that we guys, I'm trying to struggle with words here. We still not getting the word is not coming. We're not getting the honor, I guess, the where we need to get it, or we're not getting the reparation, the compensation that we're supposed to get. Let me put it like that. I fumbled there for a bit because I was searching for the word, but the word wasn't coming. So I think that is it, Pedro. Yes, all is responsible. All is responsible. According to where you're coming from, yeah, all is responsible, but we have to keep that. We cannot be. Listen, Africans and Seeds has been given grants for eons. Okay, enlighten me on that. Let me know what is that. The Seeds, Africans and Seeds. Yeah, I know the Seeds has been given grants for eons. You can elaborate on that, Pedro. Let me know. Elaborate on that. Now, guys, I am not claiming that I know everything. That is why I brought on the guest speaker, the special guest speaker. And I think it is important for us to hear it from the horse's mouth. I think it's important for us to hear, it from other people, who may have a wider knowledge of the transatlantic slave trade. I don't know everything, and I'm learning as I go along. As I do this, I continue. Grant is money you get free. Yeah, I know grant is money you get free. So are you saying that some all Africans or some Africans, including seeds, got free money, got grants, got reparated? Let me know, because as I said, I don't know everything. I'm learning, right? So don't have high expectations about, about me when it comes to certain topics. There are certain topics I'm still growing into, I'm learning. And that is why I'm connecting with people to hear from the other side of the spectrum, so that we can get a broader picture. We can get a clearer picture of what is going on, or what have happened. Yeah. So Pedro, let me know. Let me know if that's what if it's that what you mean. Let me know. Yes, guys, thank you very much. Thank you for liking the video. Give the video a thumbs up. Thank you very, very much. Give the video a thumbs up, guys. Give the video a thumbs up. Share the live. Let others know that we are on. Let others know that we are on. Let me know where are you watching me from. But Pedro, I found it that Madame Tinubu was the knowledge I have gathered about her. I was really baffled to know that she was a slave trader. She worked along with the Europeans, and for the brother to acknowledge this is really applauding or commending of him to do so. So it's really commending for him to do so. It shows that he was humble enough to acknowledge that yes, there are Africans who did play a role in the trading of other Africans. And Madame Tinubu, was she Pedro? Well, Madame Tinubu was I want to make sure I get I'm saying the correct thing. She was a slave trader, right? Based on what I gathered from the guest speaker. Our greatest enemy lies among us. That's true. Madame Tinubu, Pedro, was she a slave trader? Based on what I gathered yesterday. Did she work with the Europeans or against the Europeans? Yes, guys, let me know. Those of you who have just joining in, thank you for joining. You can ask me any question. If there's anything that you want to discuss, we can go ahead. Yeah, and the guests try to make her a nice lady. Because that is what I couldn't. Well, guys, in this, I tell you, keep your notification bell on. The second session, I will press him with hard questions. Because there are some things I have jotted down, he said, and there are some questions I'm developing. But that is what I couldn't understand, because I know that Madame Tinubu's a statue, a memorial statue has been erected in her honor. But how can you erect a statue in the honor of someone that sold away their own brothers and sisters? That is what I cannot understand. I'm confused about. So let me know. That is what I'm a bit confused about. So I am planning to ask him some difficult questions when it comes to that, because that is what the session how it would have went if the network wasn't going bad. I decided that okay, after he talked, and we would have leave the floor. I would have left the floor open for questions, all right, from you guys and from myself. Same thing goes on all now. What is that, Pedro? What is the same thing that goes on? What's the same thing that goes on? Let me know. Let me know, guys. Let me know, guys, in the comment section below. Yes, let me know where you're watching me from. Let me know where you are watching me from. Thank you guys for joining. There's a lot, guys. There's a lot, about the. I think we will never come to a full understanding about the transatlantic slave trade. We will never be able to understand certain things that have happened. There's a lot of things that happen. There's no records of. We still don't know. And we may never know. We may never know. Trading away the minerals one time, it was humans. That's right. Yeah, that's true. But I think the greatest atrocities being done to mankind, is not the exploitation of minerals, you know, but the exploitation of the selling and trading and buying of human commodities. That is the greatest inhumane. That is the most inhumane thing that one can ever do. The selling of human commodities. You know, that is what that is my opinion there. That is my opinion there. Yes, guys. Let me know in the comment section below. So, guys, I'm only here today's live will only be for 1 hour. I promise. 1 hour and that's it. 1 hour and I'm done. 1 hour and I am done. Yes, guys. So let me know in the comment section below, where are you joining me from. Thank you, guys. Thank you for the thumbs up. I thank you all for the thumbs up. If it's humane, the blame's on the ones that had the cargo. Yeah, I mean, the blame is, to me, quite honestly, Pedro, everyone who partake in the slave trade, whoever contribute, whether it's a big way, a small way, whatever contributions they made, should be blamed. They should be blamed. But at the end of the day, sometimes I like to see things on the positive side of things. Maybe I don't know. Maybe can we view it that way? That it's a part of God's maybe divine plan to spread us out around the world, so that we could I guess maybe conquer the world. I don't know. That's how I see it. Maybe we would have never known what an island feels like if that didn't happen. Our ancestors take something that was bad and they turn it to good. I think sometimes we need to, look at the positive side of things. Sometimes. You research Andrew Johnson as yet. I am currently doing so. I'm still gathering information. So I will not make comment about that yet. Pedro, I'm gathering information. But I'm doing my homework. I am doing my homework. And I think somebody talked about, I think Izana wanted me to research on Cayman, the connection between Jamaica and Cayman Islands, and I'm doing my research on that as well. I'm gathering information. There's a lot of homework I have to do. So I need time, guys. I need time to gather my information, and then I will make commentary statements on them. So yes, Pedro, I am doing so. I am. I have started. Yes, guys. So thank you, guys. I really, really appreciate you. A black man who owns slaves in the USA. Yes, I know you mentioned that, Andrew Johnson. I am well aware of that, and I am studying about him. I am doing my research about him. It is said, study to show yourself approved. Workman needed not to be ashamed, but rightly dividing what? The word of truth. So I cannot rightly divide history if I don't study. I need time. I need time to gather information. Alright? I need time, but I'm aware he was a black slave trader. Because they were black people. They were Africans who worked with the slave masters. We need to move on from the victimhood. I believe so. No, honestly, Pedro, you made a point. I think we need, unless we don't, we cannot forget. That's out of the question. Forgetting what have happened in the past, we can't forget. There are certain things we just can't forget. But we need to come away from this victimhood. Oh, look what happened to us, and we keep dwelling on the past. We keep dwelling on the past. It's time for us. There's a bigger fight now, and that fight is for reparations. That fight is for equal justice, equal opportunities that our people in the time past did not get. Some of them died for, and they still did not. Their generation still wasn't able to reap from that. But I believe we, generation today, we need all hands are dirty in the slave trade. We need to start moving away from the past. You have to know your past to know where you're going, but we have to move away from dwelling on the past and start looking forward. Because if we keep dwelling on the past, we will keep going on circles and we will not be able to move forward. And I always say, even I know, before I hold resentment against white people in general. When I learned about what they did to our people, I held resentment, anger for a long time. But over a period of time, I recognized that this anger was affecting me as an individual, mentally and physically. And I had to let go. I had to let go, and I had to find a way to take that traumatic past of ours and do something good with it. And I want to thank God today. Well, I thank the Most High today that I'm living in an age, in an era where technology is all over the place, and I'm using this platform, to we cannot rewrite the wrongs, but to prevent the past mistakes from happening. To prevent the past atrocities from happening to us today. And that is what I held anger for a long time, Pedro. Everyone, all my viewers, it wasn't easy for me, coming and talk about this. I had anger for a long time. Learning through the history books and hearing it from our foreparents, grandparents, what we went through as a people under these people. I had a lot of anger and bitterness for years, but I had to let it go. I was angry too, till I start questioning the other side, the sellers. Yes, and that is why we cannot dwell on the past, because we have to understand too that, all hands, as you rightly said, Pedro, all hands are dirty. Everyone, most are guilty. Most people are guilty. It's just that we just need to take the bad things and turn it to something good. That's all. That's all. But I want to be a part of this generation that is calling for reparations. I want to contribute to that. I believe that reparations, and when I talk about reparations, again, guys, it's not about money. It's not about money only, right? It's not only about money. Money has a lot to do with it too, because there are certain things you can do without money, right? Money is very important. But reparations in different ways and different forms. Like take for example your country, Barbados, Pedro. Getting the land back to the people from the Drax family is a form of reparations for me. That's right. We need to stop it from continuing, and that is why that is why I'm doing this. That is why I have chose to embark on that mission when it comes to Pan-Africanism and connecting the Caribbean and Africa as one, is to bring awareness, because our guest speaker yesterday brought a lot of awareness to me as an individual. I don't know for you guys, but for me, my understanding was broadened, and now I understand who we are as a people and why we do certain things. And now I understand, a lot of things. So I think that is how we need to continue it from happening. Is bringing awareness. Because if our African brothers and sisters who played a part in the slave trade was aware of what the Europeans were coming to do, I think that would not have, this would not have never happened. They would not have fall into the traps of the slave traders or the slave masters in being deceived to do what they did. It may not have been all of them, but the majority of them, if they were aware, you know, some of them, if they were aware what they were selling their brothers and sisters over to, and where they were going and what they were going to do, they would not have done it. I believe some of them would have changed their minds. So it's education. Bringing awareness is very important. Learning. The citizens will still have to buy it from the government and then pay yearly taxes for it to keep it. Exactly. Yeah. But the most important thing is in the hands of the people. It's in the hands of the people. Even though they may have to pay a little tax price or something, at least it's in the hands of the people. That is what is important to me. That this plot of land goes back into the hands of the people. And that is reparations right there. That is a form of reparation. Being able to, the crown, not the people. Of course, definitely, of course. Of course. Because the tax still going right back to the crown. The money that is being made. Yeah, so guys, as I said in one of my videos early today, we as people here in the Caribbean, not in the diaspora, on the continent, we need to start forging our future and our destiny as a people. Because the other side will not do it for us. They will just keep trying to, what they will do is just keep trying to keep us apart, separated, keep us fighting among each other, keep us uneducated, manipulating us, keeping us in a certain way, arguing with one another. That is how they like to see it. So unless we don't really break that barrier and put our differences aside, because we all will not we will not all agree on the same things. We will not all agree on the same things. We may have differences of opinions, right? But we have to sometimes put our differences aside and come together in one mind, because it's only when that is what unity is all about now. What do you think unity is? Unity is about unity is about being of one mind. Pedro says, yes, Pedro, let me just read the text there. Pedro, which leader in the Caribbean the UN loads or the UN loves your favorite? Are you asking which leader in the Caribbean is my favorite that the UN loves? Let me know if I'm not interpreting your question. Let me know if I'm not misinterpreting your question. Let me know, all right? Before I answer. But any leader, Caribbean leader that the UN loves, I'm not a supporter. I am not a supporter of them. Yes, guys. So guys, we have about 20 minutes remaining. Which leader the UN loves? Oh, which leader, CARICOM leader the UN loves? Well. There's a lot of them. Pedro, you have me freeze. I'm brain freeze here. But that is a hard thing to say. You're fond of mine. That is a hard thing. Thank you guys. Thank you for the thumbs up. Guys, that is a good question. I don't really know how to answer that. Guys, who do you think, which Caribbean leader or CARICOM leader the UN loves? Is it do you think it's one or more than one? Do you think most Caribbean leaders are in the pockets of the UN, or are puppets of the UN? Let me know, guys. Let me know, guys. But what I do know is that they are on the UN a lot more, the majority, almost all of our CARICOM leaders here in the Caribbean, they are controlled or dictated some way by the UN, by these people. They don't have they don't have the power or the authority to do certain things. They must do as the UN dictates. Yeah. And I don't think really to get a leader that it's hard. It's really hard. It's really hard because, as you see, most of our leaders who are strong and they refuse to be dictated by the Western powers or these kind of organizations, they are almost all of them end up dead, assassinated. Ibrahim Traore is a very brave person, but at the same time, in my opinions, as he expressed, he is not afraid to die. But in my opinions, what Ibrahim Traore is doing is tremendous. But at the same time, I believe they will attempt to kill him. They will attempt to kill him. They will attempt. Hi, Arthur718. Welcome to the live, my dear friend. Welcome to the live. It's a pleasure, Arthur718. Arthur718, if you have missed the session with the guest speaker yesterday from Nigeria, I have reposted, so you can always go back and look at this video. But it was a wonderful session. There will be a second session coming up, so keep your notification bell on, guys, so that you will not miss it. And in addition, on Thursday, I have a brother, a popular YouTuber from Kenya. He will be coming and interact with us. It's an interactive session. Rather than giving a speech, he will be interacting, about why he loved Trinidad and Tobago and why he loved the Caribbean at large. So guys, give the video a thumbs up. I see more people are joining. Thank you guys for joining. We only have 10 more minutes. Yes, I'll have to. Yes, you're now. Arthur718, you would notice that the live yesterday ended a bit abruptly. That is because of bad internet network. So that is why we have a second session coming. All right, we have a second session coming. Pedro passed away with their dignity than to trade away their people. That's right, yeah. That's so true, Pedro. Very, very true. Very much true. Yes, guys, so let me know what are your thoughts in the comment section below. What are your thoughts? So guys, we have a lot of special guests coming up. Right? We have Anago, Ambassador Anago at Osho yesterday, speaking to us from Nigeria, and it was on the topic of slave trade. Right? Those of you who have missed it, you can go back and watch it. It was very interesting, very interactive as well. But unfortunately, the internet went short. Guys, and let me say this. The way the things went haywire yesterday, it was like, I'm not saying it's not the case. I'm not saying that was the case. But the connection, it only shows me how we need, it's confirmation that now is the time for us to connect more than ever before with our brothers and sisters, because it was like someone was trying to sabotage the interview, because we were learning a lot of things that we were confused. Well, I was confused about. I started to get on that, like bringing pieces of puzzles. It's like a puzzle, and you start bringing the pieces together. That is what this interview was like yesterday. And how I wish it could have went a little bit longer, and that the network was good. But it was like somebody was sabotaging that interview so that we will not get to know more. I'm not saying that that was the case, right? That's just my opinion. So that is why I will not give up. I will not give up. I will. I am not giving up, and my dear brother, he wants to come back. He's not giving up, and we are working on rescheduling our time very soon. All right. So guys, keep the notification bell on. Check MO News, Ambassador. They had a live about Israel yesterday. About yes, exactly. That was very interesting to me. I saw something, a headline that the first batch of Israelis are returning back to Africa. And I was like, what is that? So I had, thank you, Auto 718. I would have to go enlighten myself about that. I would check it out. Yes, guys, but I found it to be interesting. I found it to be interesting. But I'm seeing that they mentioned the first batch of Israelis are returning back to Africa. Yes, so I will have to look at that. I will have to look at that. Thank you, Auto718, for bringing that up, my dear brother. Yes, guys. So thank you, guys. Thank you for the likes. Share the live. Let others know that we are streaming live. We are streaming live. Guys, you have any questions, any queries, anything that's on your mind, any concerns, let me know. Any matters, I am happy to discuss it with you. Yes, guys. Thank you. Let me know, those of you who are just joining, let me know, where are you watching me from? Where are you watching me from? Yes, guys. Don't forget, guys, that when you look at my videos, watch all the ads that are placed on my videos. It will do me a great help. And also, you can become member or a member of this channel. All you need to do, go in the description box, and the link is there to help you do such. Pedro says he tried to make a slave trader a saint, saying she felt sorry. She felt sorry when slaves came back and she saw the marks on their backs. I doubt that the merchants would have let their property go back to Africa. Wow. But no, but Pedro, there were some Africans who were free to go. They were considered what, as free slaves, and they went back to Africa. Some of them made it back to the homeland. I know a lot of them returned back to settled in Liberia. A lot of them settled in Sierra Leone. A lot of Nigerians can be found in Sierra Leone because a lot of Nigerians that were forced out of the motherland, that were brought to North America and even South America, found their way back to the motherland, and they settled in Sierra Leone. So, yeah, Pedro, you know, I think that's the case there. Somebody have the plug to your live stream, Ambassador. You have to hold them. Yes, Auto 718. It was like somebody was trying to sabotage the live. Honestly, like things just go. Everything started up well, and all of a sudden things just start to go wrong. My dear brother, the internet was his network was dropping. You know, reconnecting, dropping, reconnecting. And then the final reconnection, the drop that he dropped, everything went wrong on my side. So it's like somebody, I don't know. You know, I'm not saying that's the case, but that is how it felt like. Somebody was trying to sabotage this interview because there was so much being said, and a lot of deep things were being dug up. You know, we were learning a lot. What year she died, I can't remember. I don't know, but I will ask her. So Pedro, what can you do? What, Pedro? No, because you show a lot of interest in Madam Tinubu. What I want you to do is that if you can go back, rewatch the live and listen carefully to some of the things you have said, and I would like for you to, you know, develop some questions. Yeah, develop some questions, and you can share that with me. I will leave my email in the description box so that you can reach out to me. And yeah, and those of you who have been on the live when yesterday, you can do so as well. All right, develop, go back, listen, and if there's anything that stood out to you, anything that you want to challenge him on, any questions, develop your questions, and when we back again for the second session, I will well, definitely I will have to leave the room open for you guys to interact, because I can't, it's not acceptable to invite someone to speak and don't allow that person to interact with the audience. All right, so that is something, guys, I would like you guys to do. Yes, yes, guys. Pedro, too old to email. Oh, right, right. You're not into the technology thing. Okay, well, what you can do is just listen to the interview, or if you can rewatch it again, listen to some important points he made, some things that I may have overlooked, or you know, or have missed, and you can develop your questions, Pedro, and then when we have the second session, you can ask him, all right? Because I have my questions I am developing on my own as well. Because there's a lot, I'm telling you. There's some deep stuff that he started to speak about. There's a lot of things I started to. It's like I wanted more. I wanted more. I was very much. Yes, thank you, Pedro. Thank you for that. Thank you for your cooperation. I will. I think that's the only how we can really get to the bottom of things. All right, and I was hoping, I was intending to leave everything open for you guys to interact and ask questions, but thing didn't go well. So that is why I'm doing the second session. So guys, those of you who have just joined in, I see more people are joining me. Please, 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 keep your notification bell on. If you have not subscribed, please subscribe, ring the notification bell so that you will not miss this session. Auto718 says, hey, Chris did spend 72 hours in jail. Why Trinidad don't just deport the guy and leave him alone? Yes, well, what he said about that, Auto718, I think what I heard Christmas Lee said, he said people who think that he should leave Trinidad, he can't, because his passport is seized by the authorities. That is what I heard him say. He said a lot of people think that he could just leave like that. He cannot leave because his passport is. Thank you, guys. For those of you who are just joining in, welcome to the live. Give the video a thumbs up. Thank you, guys. Let me know where you're watching me from. So Auto718, that is what he said. He just can't leave like that because his passport is seized and he cannot leave the country. That is what he said. That is what he said. I was wondering, why did he come back? Why did he come back when he didn't have to? But he said that he have to come back because if he don't come back, he could be facing jail term, or his reputation as a travel vlogger can be tarnished, and there are some countries he will not be able to travel into. So that is what he said. I'm just quoting what he said. All right. So I'm not. I will not come. Yeah. So that is what he said. I will not try to add things that he did not say. That is what I heard him said. Auto718. That's what I heard him say. But I think, or I have learned, that he's planning to sue the state of Trinidad and Tobago. That is what I've heard, that he's planning to sue the state of Trinidad and Tobago. Yeah. So that is what is going on with Christmas List. But I also express my views about him positively, in a sense that I admire him in a sense that he does things that a lot of YouTubers are afraid to do. He's brave. A lot of his supporters supports him because they say that he exposed a lot of things that the government don't want people to see. Auto718, he had a nice video in Rasta City last time I saw, but he have to stay away from the videos that keep getting him locked up. Yeah, and that is what I said when I did a video, a reaction. I did a reaction video about his second arrest, and I did say that. Just stay away. In my opinion, Trinidad will not change their laws because of one man. Even though he's exposing some things, Trinidad will not change their laws because of one man. Trinidad will not allow one man to come and change their law. And the law will always be the law, and it will not change. And there are some policies of certain countries we may not agree with, but for peace sake, Just don't do what they're telling you not to do. That's all. Yes, I know you want to see, you want to do things that other people don't do. You want to expose a lot of things that other people don't expose. But at the end of the day, there is laws that governs certain, there's laws that governs us, and we need to comply. As long as your rights are not threatened, your human rights are not threatened, But as long as your human rights are not threatened, you should comply. you know um, because the second arrest is about a video he did that the authorities wasn't pleased about, and they arrest him again on the suspicion of possession of evidence of money laundering. I don't really know what that means, but that can mean anything. But it was a video that got him into trouble. So I think he should listen for once. Don't there are some of us YouTubers. You know what I notice about some of us YouTubers? The moment our channel start growing, we getting views, we succeeding, we achieving our whatever we want to achieve, our ego start getting big, our pride start getting large, and then we think that we have arrived and we don't need to listen, we don't need to take advice, because hey, I have arrived, hey, watch me, I'm a big, I'm a big this, I'm a big that. But still, you have to be humble. You have to be humble, because the people that makes you are the very same people that have the power to break you. Because being a YouTuber, you're working for people. I'm working for you. Those of you who are viewing me right now, I'm working for you. And it is you that is growing my channel. Without viewers, how your channel cannot grow. So I think some of us YouTubers, we have to be we have to be very cautious and conscious. Sorry. Thank you guys. Thank you for the thumbs up. We have to be very conscious that this society, this social media society, social media world that we are part of, we're working for, has its way in bringing us down. So we have to be humble. If as a big humble, and don't think you arrive because you have all these subscribers now, you have all these views, you're making the money flowing in, and you think you could, you don't need to listen to anyone. Oh, I know it all. Oh, I could get my big lawyers and sue you, and I could do this, I could do that. Let me tell you, karma does hit hard. The table does turn. That is all I have to say. Dominica, Auto 718, Dominica, different. If the police say you might get hurt or you might hurt somebody, they will refuse your entry, and you have to go back. Yeah, and I don't know why. So why? Okay, knowing that, because I think Christmas List could have attended the court case through virtually from his country, but he went back, and I don't know. I don't know why Trinidad opened the doors to him, knowing okay, he's a nuisance to you guys. If somebody's a nuisance to you, and they come in, they come once, they come in, and next time, you I think you would just tell them, okay, stay out for now until we get this sorted out. But they accepted him back in, and I don't know. This thing is, that is all I would say. It is deeper than what what it seems to be. But what I have to say is that some of us YouTubers, we need to humble ourselves. We need to humble ourselves. Don't let your ego get in the way, and your pride get in the way. After pride comes a what? Great fall. Never heard my grandfather complain about slavery. His generation was closer to it. Yeah, and I never heard I have 4 parents, also great grandmothers, grandfathers, who were closer to the slavery thing, the slavery times, and they never talked about it. I always wonder why. Some of them never talked about it. Not TT and immigration, not TT, immigration officer. Yeah, and that's right. It's an immigration officer, because them is the one responsible for safeguarding the borders. and no, they are the gatekeepers. So when we say TT, we mention, we say, is, you understand, immigration officers. I don't know why they are allowing him to come when they have a problem with him, and they are still allowing him to come. I don't. For me, if I was in that position, I would not allow him. Or if I was in Christmas list position, I would not have gone back. But the guy, that is why I admire him in that sense. The guy have guts. The guy have belly, as we just see in Grenada. He have belly. He well have belly. Yes, after 718. Yes, and Trinidad have a responsibility to protect Chris because he's a foreigner. Yes, they have a responsibility to protect him. They really do. But something what is sad, guys, in all of this, what is sad is that a white guy. Yes, some people say, oh well, he's white because he's white. That's the privilege white people have. But that is sad that one man could go all in these communities, a white man could go all in these communities, but a black man cannot freely do so. A black man he cannot go certain places, cannot cross certain territories to see the people, but a white man have all this privilege. I don't have nothing against Christmas list. I watch the guy. I watch him. A matter of fact, I does when he brings out a video, I does some of his videos I download it and I watch it. Yeah, so I don't have nothing against him. Nothing at all. Stefan Christmas list is Oprah. Forget that. Yes. Christmas list is Oprah. Yes, Pedro. Yeah, I only brought up the topic only came up because of Auto 718 asked about posted some questions. So, but we're moving on. But Christmas list, Ambassador, it's freedom of choice. Would you go to Trinidad and look for gang to video online? No, I mean me, I will not do so. I don't like violence. And I will not promote violence. Right? I will not. So I will not do so. I will not provoke. I will not. What I will go if or when I'm going to Trinidad, I go to look for my relatives. I go to look for my grandmother, my aunt, my cousins, because all of them are Trinidadians down in Trinidad. That is what I will do. I will go look for the Yoruba community there, do videos on that, visit the Maroon village, learn more about Nani of the Maroons. This is what my content will be all about. I guess again, all YouTubers have their objective. Christmas Leaves has his objective. Everybody has their content, their different objective on different things that they want to shoot content on. So everybody have a right to shoot what they want to shoot on. It's just that we have to be wise, all right? We have to be wise. So yes. All those who pushes for reparations is privilege from the same system. Why did you say so, Pedro? Why? So are you saying those who are pushing for reparations are nothing different from the system that have gotten us here in the first place? Is that what you are saying? And let me know why. Why did you say so? Now, guys, I think I asked that question already, but do you guys think that it's a waste of time calling for reparations? Do you think that reparations is something that will never come to pass? We are just dreaming. What do you guys think? Guys, let me know what you think. What do you think? Are we just spinning top in mud when we call in for reparations? Is reparations something that will really happen? Is it something that will really happen? Let me know, guys. Let me know in the comment section below. Yes, guys. Thank you for the thumbs up. Thank you for the likes. I appreciate it. One and all. I appreciate it. Yes, guys, thank you for the likes. I see people are liking. Thank you very much. Yes, guys. So let me know anything that you would like to, any questions, anything else that you would like pressing issue. Good day, GRTV, Sister Judy. I remembered your name. Good day, good evening. Welcome to the live, my dear friend. Thank you very, very much for joining the live. Okay, so Pedro, I will skip for let me okay, Pedro, I'll come back to you, right? I'll come back to you. I see your comments, I'll come back to you. GRTV reparation is going to happen. Yes, GRTV is confident that reparations will happen. So there are people that believes that reparation will happen. It will. And I'm one of them. You know, even I may not be live to see it, but I believe our generation will experience that happening. Yes, reparation is a must. Pedro says, so Hillary, Beckers, PJ, Patterson, David, Commission ask, ask Kamala, and the Democrats never get it. Yes, what is it they ask, Pedro? I'm trying to figure out what you're saying. I'm always coming in at the end, Lord. Yes, yes. Yes, but don't worry, don't worry. GRTV, if you have missed the session that I have with my special guest speaker from Nigeria, you can go back and rewatch it. The rebroadcast is there, and there will be a second session. He will be back, okay? So keep your notification bell on so that you can be a part of this. Auto 718, what is going to happen? People who do not deserve reparations going to file and they're going to rip off the program. What is going to happen? People who do not deserve reparation are going to file and they're going to rip off the program. Yeah, that's true. And that's the thing as well, eh? Auto 718. I'm not too sure if that's where you're coming from. Is that we calling for reparations, but guys, we have to ensure as well that the reparations go to those who deserve it. Go to those who it is credited to, who need, you know, who's supposed to get it. And you know, because there are politicians that are using this to exploit the situation, eh? Using this as an opportunity to fool their pockets. So we have to ensure that with calling of reparations, that the reparations go back to the people and the descendants of the African enslaved people, right? And ensuring that they develop as a community. That the money goes directly to the enslaved African descendants, and the money is used for education, health, whatever means. That the people are benefiting and not politicians. Because I see many times politicians, you know, using vulnerable situations to exploit and fool their pockets. So guys, we have to ensure that as well. We just don't call for reparations like that, but we have to ensure that the reparations go. Because if the reparations are not going to the people who deserve it, then it doesn't make sense advocating for reparations. So all that we have to keep in mind. Yes, GRTV, thank you that you will do it. GRTV, it will. Yes, it will. I do agree. But we have to ensure that it goes to the people that have to get it. Black-owned slaves too. How it will work. Black-owned slaves too. How will it work? So Pedro is saying that the Africans who played a role in the slave trade, they have to pay as well. GRTV, we have to be involved in all the discussion and outcomes of the reparations. Let me put of the reparations debate. Yes, we do. We do have to. You know, it's important that the subject be debated. It's important that we have discussions about it. We have like what we have here now. You know, round table discussion is very important. Guys, I will have people coming on as well talking about reparations, all right? I will try to get connection with someone on the reparations committee here in Grenada, and what and give us an idea how easy they are working towards that. So yes, guys, all these are things I will, that will be happening on this channel. If everybody getting reparations, I want my I thought someone wanted, but I want mine too, though, because I'm a descendant of slaves too. All of us want it, all of us, and I hope, yes, all of us have to benefit. All of us have to benefit. Pedro, songs like When We Wanted Independence and Get Now Calling to Be a Republic. Yes, Pedro. Yes, yes. Some people say that being a republic will not make any difference. The crown will always be in control. The crown will always be in control. Yes, guys, a universal income you're calling for. A universal basic income you're calling for. All right. And you guys, enslaved is not about reparations, and let me reiterate, it's not only about money. We cannot make it only about money. I think that is one of the things that's supposed to be that we should have as a part of this discussion when it comes to reparation. It only should not be about money. Yes, we know money. Certain things you cannot do. You cannot develop certain things or certain people, certain communities without money. But there's so many ways when it comes to reparations. So many ways. So many. There's a lot of land that was stolen away from us. Need to be returned back. A lot of it. Well, even here in Grenada, Kenko, there was this push. A lot of us pushed that, this thing don't make sense. This sugar cane planting, producing rum, that we don't really need that. That doesn't make sense. Then Kenko end up leaving. There's no longer Kenko here. The company shut down. I think they're selling it over to somebody else. But to me, that is a small victory for me. I do hope that the government will make silly decision and sell it, give it over to the 1% again to come and do more foolishness. So that is but getting Kenko to end what they're doing here in Grenada with these sugar fields and sugarcane fields and making rum and this kind of thing, and it was a victory, a small win for me. Yeah. So all that is reparations. Who owned the Caribbean? Well, they say the Chinese own the Caribbean now. Some say the Russians. Some say the United States. Some say China. Well, I said China before. Yeah, who own the Caribbean? It looks like the Chinese own the Caribbean. The Chinese are all over the place now. I saw a lot of them in some area by me up there. The Chinese look like they are in control. Arthur 718 in America did try 40 acres and a mule. Okay, guys, okay. So Arthur 718, let me read. And a mule as reparations one time, and that never worked. You should research that program, ambassador. Okay, I will. Arthur 718. Roger that. GRTV is not only about money. It's about repair. Yes, the return of lands. You can't have reparation without the dismantling of capitalism. That's right. And GRTV, I really agree with you, 100%. Do you know capitalism is one of those things that is responsible, one of those systems that is really destroying a lot of nations today. Capitalism is what I believe, in my opinion, right? That's just my opinion, but I believe capitalism is what fueling the rich to get richer. Capitalism have destroyed countries more than anything else. And that's so true. You cannot do anything without the land. Is Grenada an independent sovereign state? We are not an independent sovereign state. I'm not afraid to say that. Grenada is still controlled by the crown. We're not in control of our own destiny. They tell us that we're independent, but we're not independent. We are not a sovereign state. And our history, if you go back to history, you would see that history would tell you that time and time again, we are not independent. You know, sometimes when independence come around, I'm not, I'm proud to be a Grenadian, but I'm not, sometimes I'm not proud. You know, I don't really partake in independence because I think it's hypocrisy to say that we are independent and then we allow ourselves to be puppets, you know, um, to other people for a few dollars. Yes, and the World Bank and IMP as well. Yeah, that's right, GRT. GRTV, yes, that's so true. Guys, give the video a thumbs up. Give the video a thumbs up. Yeah, yes, GRTV. I'm proud to be a Grenadian. Don't get mistaken. I'm proud. But I'm not, when independence come around, I don't, sometimes I stay home. I don't go, I don't even fly no flag. I don't do anything. You know, because it's not. We are not. That is the false hope that they have given to us, and we still buy into it. You know, we say, hey, independent, hey, happy independence, hey, happy what? Happy what? When there is no, the land is still in the hands of a few, reparations is still not given. What? What we have to be happy about? We still underdeveloped. Hmm? You know, you know, most of our economy is controlled by them. So what is it to be happy about? You know? So I think when the land is returned and we are in control of our own destiny, when we are able to be friends with those who we want to be friends with, when we are able to freely go to the motherland where we want to go, then I will be proud to celebrate independence. Would you prefer all citizens earn the same about the spice? Would you prefer all citizens earn the same about this? Yes, and that is why I'm. You see me? No, I don't know if YouTube will centralize me for that, but I am a proud supporter of socialism. I'm a proud supporter of so they make you believe that socialism is bad and socialism will not work. That capitalism is the only way forward. But look at what capitalism is doing. It's only making the rich richer. You understand? But I am a supporter of socialism. What is socialism to me? Socialism is that the people is the ones who decide. And that is what Maurice Bishop governed by. He listened to the voice of the people. And the people are the ones that made the decision. Maurice Bishop had, there was this thing Maurice Bishop used to do, have town hall meetings, mostly every week, you know, in every villages, listening to the plight of people and what the people need. And he did his best to serve them and give them exactly what they are asking for. And it was working for us. Our economy was growing. People was Grenadians who couldn't read and write was learning to read and write. The economy was booming. And then, as usual, the stumbling block came, destroyed that, and imposed something on us and said, this is good, this is better for you. But what is better? Well, Grenada is underdeveloped. Right? After the revolution, we underdeveloped and we still continue to be so. Socialism was working for us. All right. GRTV says, right now it's socialism for the rich and capitalism for the rest of us. That's true. Yeah, that's so true. And I understand where you're coming from, GRTV. Yeah, that is so true. I do understand where you're coming from. Mm-hmm. Because those who pushing capitalism is for capitalism is now it's designed in a way to really rip off the poor. And the real socialist people are the ones who saying that socialism is bad. But they are the ones who practicing it themselves. So I understand where you're coming from. And the fool in their pockets. That's the world that we are living in, you know. And when you speak like that, they say, oh, this, oh, that, and you know, they look to centralize you, oh, this, and oh boy, it's a controlled environment we're living in. Everything is controlled. The information you put out there is controlled. The device you're on is controlled. Even all, YouTube is controlled. There are certain things we cannot say, we cannot do as YouTubers, or else YouTube will look to terminate our channel. All right, so guys, Pedro German, right now government, unions, and corporations work together. Like that must be described as physics. Yeah, that's so true. That is so true. That is why I say, guys, as I think it's too much of talking. When there's too much of talking, we have too much of noise. Too much of talking. Everybody's talking about something, talking about this, talking about that. Oh, this should be, oh, that, talk. But when it comes to the tire hitting the road, a lot of us go run and hide. We run and hide. We don't have belly to do what we say we will do. We run and hide, That is the thing. There's a lot of us out there. We have podcasts about everything. But when it comes to practical things now, we have all kind of excuses. All kind of excuses. But how I'm making my money right now, what I make I keep, and who don't have, so let me make my money in peace, and you can play with your government program. That's true, Otto. That's true. So true. Yes, so true. Yes, GRTV, we have a lot of talkers. But when it comes to really hitting the road, people run and hide. Talkers, but no walkers. Everybody talking. We need to come together as one, as Africa. We need to come together. We need to unite. That's a big thing now. Unite as black people, right? We unite as black people, but everybody have different opinions about everything. Do you know that we cannot accomplish anything if we have too much? You know why America is so divided and America is not united as it once was? Is because everybody have so different opinions. Everybody want their opinions to be heard. Everybody think they know the opposite. And you will not be able to progress like this. Why do you think China is becoming a great nation? Because China have everybody, one policy, one government. Everybody's of the same mind. You never get a Chinese, you hardly get a Chinese talking about against the government and the policy of the government. And any Chinese that does that, well, you don't see them again. Right? But China economy continues to grow. China continues to, and the thing is, China will pass America, right? And and as much, yes, Jinping or the Chinese president have his dark side about him. I'm not painting him as a saint, have his dark side about him. But why he's able to accomplish his objective when it comes to our government, his regime, is because everybody. Look at how when they come in parliament or whatever, however they call it, when everybody come, they come in one mind. What the leaders say is what everybody's abide by. Some of them are forced to do it, right? I know, but everybody, at least at the end, they go in one mind, and they accomplish what they accomplish. Different opinions, too much of different opinions, too much. I think for us to accomplish what we need to accomplish as black people, we need to be of the same mind and stop, be of the same mind. We have an objective ahead of us. Okay, this is what will work. Put your opinions aside and let's get it done. Even though you may not like it. Yes. Do people go belly hungry in Grenada? Yes, we have people that is vulnerable here in Grenada. There are people who don't even eat, can't even eat a proper meal when the day comes. There are some people who, can't even pay transportation. Even though we are a small nation, some people can't even pay bus to go to work. Grenada, we are very, the poverty is, for me, the poverty here in Grenada is really, is high. It's high. We are richer. We are rich. We have rich. We have food. We rich. But at the same time, the poverty. There are people who are really vulnerable. There are some villages, communities. If I take you to in certain places and I show you certain certain condition of living, you'll be baffled. So yeah, people go hungry here in Grenada. Some people go hungry in Grenada. But the good thing with us, what I love about the Caribbean is that even if that happens, somebody will look to help you. That is the Caribbean spirit I like about. I love somebody will look to help you, even if you're going hungry. It's me the question. The question is, are the opinions theirs or what they have been heard? Welcome. First of all, welcome. It's me the channel. Welcome to the live. Okay, so the question is, are the opinions theirs or what they have heard about another has said? Because with too much talk comes verbal diarrhea. That's so true. That's so true. So true. It's me the channel, you have a point there. Poverty increase here too. Oh, so you guys have that same problem. Well, I mean, there's poverty all over the place, but it's good. Yeah, I know. Guys, there's a lot of Caribbean countries. A lot of Caribbean countries. You might see them. Yeah, we might, we advertise ourselves, picture perfect. But no. You see, a lot of people, when they come to the Caribbean, they only stay in the city side, right? Where everything is picturestic and everything looks as though everything okay, but a lot of, especially YouTubers that come to the Caribbean, there's one YouTuber that does it, and I appreciate her. And no, not two YouTubers. We had Wodamaya and we had African Tigress that does it, and I commend them for that. They don't just stay in the city side; they go in the real poverty-stricken areas to show you the real living of certain places. But most YouTubers I recognize, they come to the Caribbean, they spend 2 days, they run out, and they don't go into they don't go into the countryside and the areas to see the real living of people, And then people have that impression that the Caribbean, yes, the Caribbean is paradise. It is paradise, but at the same time, people need help here in the Caribbean. Poverty is also by design as well. Yeah, poverty is also by design because we can see, again, Africa is another example of that. We see that over the years, we ourselves here in the Caribbean were brainwashed by the media. They go to the poverty-stricken areas, the mud huts, fly plane and people, and they document that, and they say, hey, this is Africa for you. Oh, these people are poor. Oh, these people, and a lot of them were scammers. They made a lot of money doing that. I remember growing up on TV every minute to see somebody advertising about feed the hungry children, and they donate this and donate this amount of money, and you will be supporting that. And at the end of the day, a lot of them were scammers using the vulnerable situations of our African brothers and sisters to make money. So it is right. You are so right, GRTV. You are so right. I was surprised, and I said, thank God from social media. I was surprised when I saw certain areas, certain cities in Africa, Nairobi, for example, Lagos, Ghana, and a lot of other cities with big skyscrapers. You cannot compare the Caribbean to certain places in Africa. the Caribbean will be like a ghetto to these kind of places in Africa. You cannot compare certain cities here in the Caribbean to certain cities in Africa. We will not. We are no match. And I was surprised to say, wow, Africa has beautiful places like this. But growing up, they gave us the idea that when you hear Africa, is more hot, more hot people, hungry, and children with big belly and this kind of things on them. And I'm not saying there are some cases like that, but how they did it is to picture the whole continent as though the continent, the entire continent is poor. Yeah. Yeah, that is media for you. That is the media for you. Yes, guys, thank you guys for watching. I see it. Yes, more and more people are joining. Give the video a thumbs up. Like the video. Let me know where are you watching me from. Guys, feel free if you want to support this channel. Feel free, go ahead. I would greatly appreciate it. Send a super chat or super thanks. That it is greatly appreciated. Yes, guys, don't forget you can become a member of this channel. The link is in the description box below. Just click on it and it will navigate you in doing such. Yes, guys. So guys, before I go, just a heads up. Yesterday we had a special interview with our Nigerian guest, Ambassador Anago Osho. He will be coming back a second time to continue on certain topics that he left off on. And then yeah, and then he how would say, and then we have a guest from Kenya. We have a guest from Kenya coming and interact with us. Coming and interact with us. So guys, yes. It will be an interactive session. I see more and more people are joining. So guys, let me know where you are joining me from. We only have a few minutes left. Anyone have any other concerns, any questions? Look forward to, yes, GRTV. Yes, I'm looking forward to that as well. I'm really looking forward. He will be coming and speak on Trinidad. Well, not speak. He will interact. It's an interactive session. So he will be coming and interacting, why he loved Trinidad and Tobago so much and the Caribbean at large. Yes, when I start to tell him about Grenada, the guy was really excited, But all Caribbean countries are unique, man. All of us are unique in our own way. Starting from the Greater Antilles right down to the Lesser Antilles, we are all unique and special. That is why I don't like, sometimes I don't like the competition and the arguing with one another, who better, we all are unique. We didn't bring ourselves here, no, and we didn't all these islands were wonderfully and beautifully created by one supernatural being. So it is not our fault where we are. So we all are wonderfully and beautifully made. Yes, guys, so I think that's it for me. Anyone have any questions? I think that's it for me. That's it for me. Do you have any questions? Anything remaining? All right, guys. Any questions before I leave? Okay, Pedro, a lot of those Africans, seems fake, like they like living foreign. Yeah, I mean, you would get, Pedro, you would get fakeness. You would get fakeness all over the place, all over the place. There's fakeness all over the place. So you just have to be discerning and be on guard and know who is real and who is not real. All right, so guys, take care. God bless you. Until next time.